You will be using CrossTab in many of your queries for your assignment, and this skill is very useful in real life as well. Let's go back to look at what this CrossTab does. You have a query that says find the total sales for each product for each year. So your query is very simple. I want to sum all the sales for each year for each product. So this is your same coffee store. Let's go ahead and create this particular query. Create, query design. We know that the product name comes from Prod Coffee and the sales comes from Fact Coffee. So we have these two tables. We want to know the total sales for each year, this is product. For each year, we need the date, and let's take the sales. Since we are looking at each year, the date is in the format of day, month, and year, so we want to extract out only the year part. So we have a function called date part within double quotes y, double quote, comma, and date. So this will extract the year part. Now since we need the sum, we're going to look at the sum total. So we're grouping by the product, grouping by the year, and we are summing. So this will extract out for each product the total sales for each year. So if I execute the query, run, so you find this year 2012, 2013 in separate rows. It becomes very hard for you to analyze what is the sales for a given product for each year. So instead of putting them in each row, I want for each year to be in a separate column. So 2012 is be here, 2013 is here, the value will be provided in each of the cells. So this is where the CrossTab becomes very useful. Let's go back to the design view. So if you look at this ribbon, you have CrossTab. You can read what it says. So let's click on CrossTab. So now we have another row here, CrossTab, and the only key thing that you need to know is what is that you want in the row, what do you want in the column, and what is the value you want to put in each cell. So CrossTab, so we want this in the row heading. So all the product is going to be in each row. Your column heading, you want each of the year to be displayed as separate columns. And the value is your sales. So you got to have row, column, and value. So if you don't have this, CrossTab will not work. So if I now run this query, you see the same values displayed for each product for each year. So this is very useful for you to compare the sales for different years, and I can have another column that says what is the percentage growth, and we can analyze in a much more convenient form using CrossTab. This is something that you're going to use very heavily in your assignment, especially the US trade database.